guys, welcome back to my channel. So hopefully my lighting is okay. It's really hard for me to tell on my viewfinder, but we are currently, we have about, I don't know, I think it's about 6 inches of snow outside. We're pretty much snowed in today, and so my lighting isn't great. It's kind of odd lighting because it's still coming down, it's still snowing, and it's very overcast. But anyway, I am going to be doing my blush declutter today. As you can see, I have all my blushes sitting here in front of me, so we're going to be going through these. I actually feel like this is less than the last time I did a blush declutter. I don't think I've been like accumulating blush as quickly as I used to, because it used to feel like blush was always the category that was always like overflowing, but now that's highlighters and my blushes are a little bit more manageable. Anyway, so this is what we're going to go through. We're going to do a quick declutter. If you guys had missed it, I have already said all of the product that I declutter is going to be going either to friends and family or in the trash if it's really old and expired. I do have the products right here in front that are from my everyday makeup drawer. I want to do these first because I don't want to get them mixed in here because I'll be just putting these right back, the ones that I decide to keep. So let's start with these. This one is actually the Becca blush in the shade Flower Child. This is part of my 2019 makeup use up project, so I'm definitely keeping this. All the products from my project I'm going to be keeping because I obviously am trying to use them up this year. I actually really love this blush. This is just like a deluxe sample size I got in gratis when I was working at Sephora, but I really do love it. I just wanted to see if I could get through a blush. So since it's the smallest one I have, I thought I would try that one, but I will be keeping that. All right, I have some of my favorite winter color shades here. This one is from e.l.f. This has been discontinued, unfortunately. It's one of the best blushes for winter. I love it. It's called Jet Setter. It's such a beautiful kind of a rosy mauve color. It's super pretty, and the formula is really nice. I wish that they hadn't gotten rid of this particular formula. This is very, very old, but it's a powder product, so I still feel comfortable using it, and I still really love it, so I will be keeping that. And then this one here from MAC is the shade Gentle. It's one of the baked blushes, and this one is stunning as well. It's similar to the other one, but a little bit more like of a pink undertone, and I just really love this as well. Formula is really great, so I'll be keeping that. Next up, this is fairly new to my collection. This is from Urban Decay from the Afterglow blush. It's the shade Fetish. This I actually picked up at TJ Maxx like recently, and I really love this color as well. It's very, very beautiful, kind of a neutral rosy tone. This one I will be keeping as well. And the last one that was in my everyday makeup drawer is from Hourglass. You guys know how I feel about these Hourglass blushes. I'm definitely going to probably keep all four. This is the Luminous Flush, and that's what it looks like. It's a beautiful color as well. It does give a light glow to the skin, but it's a really pretty kind of pinky tone color. Definitely keeping that as well. All right, let's break in to this bad boy. So this is where I store all my blushes, is in this container. I do get questions every time I show you guys this where it came from. I got it from Charming Charlie. I don't think that they sell these anymore. I got it like 4 years ago, and when I bought it, it was on clearance because they were getting rid of them. So I haven't seen any similar products to these since I bought them, but it's a really fantastic organizer. Unfortunately, just can't find it anymore. All right, I have 3 more of the Hourglass blushes. Let's start with these. So I have Mood Exposure, which is my favorite. This is a really good mauve-y nude color, definitely keeping. And then I have this one here, which is called Diffused Heat. This is one of my favorites for summertime. I actually got this last summer, and I really love it. It's very, very beautiful. Definitely keeping that. And the last one I have is Incandescent Electra, and that one is really pretty as well. It's like a nice pinky coral shade. Definitely keeping that as well. I just love the formula of the Hourglass ones. Whew, man, I really narrowed this down the last time I did a declutter to my absolute favorites. This is going to be hard to find anything that I'm willing to part with. Next, I have this Milani blush in the shade Luminoso. This is such a classic blush. This is a really good dupe for the NARS Orgasm. Is that right? Yeah, it's a NARS Orgasm dupe, which I don't own NARS Orgasm, I don't think. It's super gorgeous. It's just a really pretty coral color. Definitely keeping that one. I have just 3 of the Clinique Cheek Pop blushes. I love all 3 of these. This is probably This and the Hourglass are probably like my favorite formula. I love these blush formulas, and I did narrow these down to my favorite 3 last time I did a declutter, so I'm definitely keeping all of them. This one is Nude Pop. That's my favorite. You can see I've worn it down quite a bit. This one here is called Rosy Pop. I really love that too, so I'm keeping that. And then I have Plum Pop. I love those ones. I can't get rid of any of those. Next I have this blush from the brand Note, I believe. It's called, it's in the shade Desert Rose. It's called a Luminous Silk Compact Blusher. I think I got this in a BoxyCharm, and it's okay, but the color is not my favorite. It's just a really bright orangey coral. Just a little bit too dark for my skin tone, so I will actually go ahead and declutter that. And then I have this MAC blush. This is in the shade Just a Wisp. This was a limited edition blush. I really do like this blush, but I only wear it in the spring and summer because it's a really almost a little bit on the frosty side, kind of a bubblegum pink blush, but I really like it a lot and definitely do wear it, so I'll be keeping that. Next I have this Laura Geller baked blush in the shade Tropic Hues. I actually got sent this from a subscriber, which was so sweet. It does have like a marbled effect to it, so it does depend on how you swirl your brush, but it is kind of like a pinkish coral. It does have a really pretty kind of a sheen running through there, so I really like the way that this looks on the cheeks, and I will be keeping that. All right, and then I have this one here from Laura Mercier. This is fairly new to me as well. This is in the shade Rose. This one actually came to me in PR. I really love the formula on this as well. It's a nice buildable formula, so it doesn't go on crazy pigmented, but you can definitely build it up, and I think it's a really pretty color, so I'll be keeping that. All right, next I have my Too Faced Love Flush blushes. This is another formula that I really love, and I don't want to let go of any of these. So I have Justify My Love, which is a nice pink color. Just looks like that. And then I have this one, which is called Your Love is King, and this is more of a deeper kind of mauve-y toned color. And the last one I have is Baby Love, which is a good neutral nude shade. Definitely keeping those. Like I said, I really do like those. Also, the formula of these Milani powder blushes is one of my favorites as well. This is what I do with blush. I find like a favorite formula, and I have a few different shades, and I never want to let them go because I just really like the formula. But I'm definitely keeping all of these as well. This one is Romantic Rose. This is kind of a mauve toned neutral. And then I have this one, which is more of a rosy pink tone, and this is called Tea Rose. This one's probably my favorite of these. It's really beautiful. And I love this one in the summer. This is called Coral Cove. It looks like it's super bright, but it actually goes on not too bright at all. It's actually pretty easy to wear, especially when you apply it with a brush in opposed to your finger, you know. You know how that is with the blush, but I think it's really stunning for the spring and summer. Now we're getting into the ones back here where I just have like one or two of each brand. The front were like my favorites. So this one here is from Too Faced. This is actually the Pink Leopard bronzer, but I use it as a blush because it does have kind of a bronzy pinkish tone to it. I think it's really stunning though. I actually really do enjoy it. I just had it in my last rotation of my everyday makeup drawer, and I wore it quite a bit, so I will be keeping that. Ugh, this is really hard, you guys. I just don't want to let go of any of these. Oh my goodness. Okay, next I have this Maybelline Master Highlight. Even though they call these highlights, I use them as blushes. This one is in the shade Coral. To me, it's more of like a shimmery blush. It's really, really stunning. This particular shade, I don't find myself reaching for as often, so I think I will go ahead and let go of that one. I have other products that I like a little bit better than that shade, so I'll go ahead and let go of that one. But this one here I really love. This is the shade Nude, and I do actually use this one quite a bit. You can probably tell it's pretty broken in, but that one is really beautiful, so I'll be keeping that one. All right, next I have this Makeup Geek blush. This is the only one I have from Makeup Geek. It's in the shade XOXO. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and I actually really like it a lot. It's just a really good, you know, basic pink blush. It's really pretty. The formula is nice, so I will keep that one. All right, and then I have just one of these. This is from Flower Beauty. This is the blush in the shade, what is this? Sweet Pea. This is a really nice formula as well. One of my favorite drugstore formulas, actually. It's really nice, and this color is very nice as well, so I do want to keep that one. Okay, I know I'm not doing well, you guys, but honestly, these declutters this year are more about getting rid of things I don't like than trying to see how many things I can get rid of. If I like it, I will be keeping it, so that's just going to be a little bit less stuff. Okay, this is a NARS blush in the shade Ghoulie. This was a rouge gift a few years ago for qualifying for rouge. I actually really do like this one. I almost forgot it was in here because it's so little, but I actually do like that one a lot, and I do want to hang on to that. And then I also have this baby size in the shade Deep Throat, which is gorgeous. I actually preferred this one over the NARS Orgasm. It's similar, but I just think it's a little bit more wearable. I don't know, there's something about it. I just think it's really nice. Definitely keeping that. And then I have a full-size NARS blush, and this one is in the shade Sin. This one is really beautiful as well. This is a good winter shade. It's got that kind of plummy undertone. I think it's really pretty. I love wearing that in the winter, so I will be keeping that as well. Next, I have two of the old Kat Von D blushes. These were the Everlasting Face blushes. She did discontinue these, but I do have two shades still. This one is called Por Vida. That's bright. I really like the formula on these, but you know what? That actually doesn't go on so bright. It looks bright in the pan, but it actually, I don't know how well you'll see my swatches, but it actually looks really beautiful swatch, so I think I will keep that one. And then I have the shade Love Song, which this I love. It does have a little bit of glitter in the pan, but it doesn't really translate on the skin, especially when you apply it with a brush. I think that one is stunning as well. It's got kind of more of a purpley undertone. Super pretty. Okay, keeping that as well. I've got two more of the Laura Geller Baked and Brighten. This one I know I love. This one is called the Raspberry is the name of it. This is so pretty. I love this one. It's so different every time I swirl it because the way that it looks, I don't know, it's just really cool. It's like a very good neutral pink color. Keeping that one. This one, however, this is in the shade Berry Cream. I don't really reach for this very often. I don't know, something about it. I think it's just a little too shiny. There's a little too much sheen in this one. So I will go ahead and let go of that one. All right, next I have two more Laura Geller blushes. These ones are called the Baked Gelato Swirl blushes. And both of them say rose water, but I know they're not both rose water. I've told you guys this before. I got them from two different places, and one of them is very pink and one is very coral. They're very different. You can probably see that pretty well on the camera. I think one of them was mislabeled, but I actually like both of them quite a bit. I think they're really pretty. The formula on these is really, really nice. Even though they do look like they have quite a bit of sheen, they actually don't translate that way on the skin. I just think they're really stunning, and they are very different, so I will be keeping both. Yes, I just have one full size of the Becca blush, and this is in the shade Camilla. I love the formula of these Becca blushes. I would love to get more shades, but I really honestly don't need them. This one is a really nice pink color. Definitely like that. Definitely keep that. So this is a MAC blush. This was a limited edition blush in the from the Proenza Schuler collection. And this shade was called Ocean City. I think this is really nice. I kept it for a long time. It's a really nice kind of ombre blush. I love the way it looks on the skin, but I just don't reach for it enough, and I've had it quite a while. So I think I will actually go ahead and let go of that one now. I have other shades similar to that. Oh, let's do this. So next I have this Antonym blush. I love this. This is in the shade Rose. I hate the packaging, but the actual blush itself is so stunning. If it wasn't a baked blush, I might try to depot it, but I am horrible at depotting baked products. But that's a really stunning blush, and I definitely am keeping that. All right, I have this like deluxe sample size of this Lancome blush in the shade Shimmer Mocha Havana. I do like this, but I just don't reach for it enough. So I will go ahead and let go of that now. All right, next I have a single Makeup Forever one. This I got in gratis, and this is one where you pop the pan in, and I can't see the shade. And I tried to depot it once to see what it was, and I couldn't get it back out. But it's a really nice kind of coral shade. I think it's really pretty. I do like wearing that one, so I will keep that. So I have one of the old Marc Jacobs blushes. This is in the shade Shameless. This is a really pretty coral shade as well. I do really like this, but I just don't use it enough. So I think I will let go of that one actually. I don't feel bad about letting go of that, so I will do that. I have two of the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Bricks. I love these. I think they are so nice. The two I have in here I use as a blush. This one is in the shade Nectar. When you swirl it, it gives you a beautiful coral. It gives you this beautiful corally shimmer. It's so pretty, so I definitely want to keep that. And then the other one I have is in the shade Rose, and this one gives you more of a pinky rose color. Really love that as well, so definitely keeping. Oh gosh, I really hope you guys can see. I feel like my lighting is so weird with the snow outside. Okay, but it's hard for me to see because I'm getting blinded by the white outside. Next, I have this Ofra blush in the shade Bellini. You know, this is just so powdery and it doesn't have very good pigmentation. I've never really liked this too much. I got it last year after I did my last declutter, and I probably should have let it go right when I tried it, but I just didn't. So that I'm ready to let go of now. Okay, next I have two of the Wet n Wild color icons. These are really good formula for a drugstore blush. Wet n Wild, they do some really great products, especially for their price point. This one is in Rose Champagne. This is my favorite of the two. I definitely love this. It's a good neutral nude color. Definitely keeping that. And then this one is called Pearlescent Pink. This is really stunning as well. I think it's a really nice kind of a brighter coral color. This is something I like to wear in the summer, and I want to keep that also. Okay, next I have the Hot Mama blush from The Balm. This is super old, but I still love it, and I feel this one that once I get rid of it, it's gonna have to go in the trash, and I'm just not ready to do that yet. It's a good dupe again for the NARS Orgasm. It's a little bit more pink than the Luminoso that I showed you at the beginning. It's like a pinkish coral. This one leans more pink, but super pretty. Definitely want to keep that. Next, I have a Kevyn Aucoin blush. This is in the shade Rose Cliff. I think actually Samantha March sent me this shade, which was so sweet of her. I think it's really beautiful. The thing I like about this blush, it is an ombre blush, and you can really customize your color depending on how you swirl it. It's a lot more neutral pink over here and a lot more of a plummy color over here, or you can swirl it all together. I just really like it, and I will be keeping that. All right, next I have my Benefit Rockateur. This is one of my absolute favorite blushes. This is not going anywhere. It's just a stunning color. I feel like it looks good with everything. It's one of those neutral blushes that just goes with every look. Definitely hanging on to that. All right, next I have this 100% pure blush. This is in the shade Mauvette. This is a nice blush. The only thing is, I did get this in PR, and I feel like it's not worth how expensive it is, but I do use it from time to time, and it is a really pretty color. I think I will keep it a little bit longer because I do really like it. Next, I have this blush from No. 7. This is an Apple Blossom. This is another just like good basic pink blush and a good drugstore formula, so I do want to hang on to that. And last but not least, I have this from Soirmé. This is basically brand new. I just got this last month in PR, and I have the shade just called Love. It's a good coral shade. I do like it. I did use it quite a bit, so I will be keeping that. All right, so I reorganized my little blush organizer, and I'm actually really excited because other than the ones that I have off to the side for my everyday makeup drawer, these all fit into this case now. And if you ever saw my Shop My Stash videos, I used to store some kind of on the side because they wouldn't all fit in this container. So even though I only got rid of a few, I did get rid of enough to make it all fit. And even if I put all the ones away from my everyday makeup drawer, there's still enough room in here for that. So that's exciting that I was able to make it all work in this container. Okay, and then these are the blushes I'm getting rid of. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not a lot. I mean, that was not a great amount, but I'm really happy that I was able to work some products out of my collection. Some of these are ones that I've been hanging on to for a very long time, so I feel good about the fact that I'm ready to let these go. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this declutter. I'm pretty sure my next category is going to be bronzers. I kind of want to get through all of my cheek products now since we started with highlighters, did blush today. So I think we're going to do bronzers next. So definitely look forward to that. I am planning to do these declutters about every 2 weeks. So keep an eye out for that video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you do subscribe so you don't miss out. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.